What up, what up, what up? Welcome to the show. This is a re-record. The first one I recorded just wasn't gonna work. I kind of went off the rails. Don't really want to. I got really mad. It wasn't funny at all. I looked down and it was 45 minutes of just me being upset. And full transparency here, no one wants to listen to that. I have to keep this funny because I'm not Tim Pool. I'm not going to sit here and start shaking and screaming. Oh my God, they're putting a white man on trial. That fucking faggot. God, I hate that guy. No, I'm not going to. I can't go down that road. I can't get that passionate about things. There's no point. Anyways, the topics you want to bring up today, fun. The two recent school shootings. See, I just got dark just thinking about it. Just two recent school shootings, going around. Cops are on the loose again. They're out here shooting people in wheelchairs 9 fucking times. We'll get to that one. And then Roe V Wade. They're going to overturn, or trying to overturn Roe V Wade. We're talking about a decades-long evangelical, deeply conservative, deeply regressed, retarded, brainwashed movement. There's no other way to describe these people. My dogs always pretend to hear something. It's just a deeply... it's just a decades-long movement is culminating, and finally they put judges in place, and it's... I've talked about it before. We don't have a left wing in this country. We haven't in over 100 years. I think I talked about it a lot last week. So that's why you can't say you're a liberal. You can't say you're the left. You can't, because there isn't one here. So you just shut your mouth. They've purged us. They've purged the left. So what you have is, so Roe v. Wade, you have the government swinging to the pendulum to the right, decade after decade after decade, and the Democrats kind of stalling it, allegedly, not really, but it's always getting more and more and more imperialist, more and more authoritarian, more and more tyrannical, more and more fascist, deregulation, stripping any safeguards that the Constitution and the Bill of Rights and laws used to uphold, using the system against itself. So that what you have is the culmination of about 150 years of deeply Republican conservative values just overtaking and consuming our political sphere. And so now you have finally, again, Roe v. Wade it's on the chopping block. Abortion is back on the chopping block. Women's rights are back on the chopping block because these fucking people are insane. We have cults. We're a very deeply occult country where we have open cults here. We have Scientology, Mormonism, Pentecostal, evangelicalism, Latter-day Saints. These people are, especially Mormons. I can get specific with the Mormons and Scientology as to how they're deeply occult and cult. They're cults. They're places of secrecy, the occult, to hide. And then they're cults. They're obviously places of worship, which is how they hide behind the religious guys. They're, like I said, they've taken what America was trying to be, I guess, allegedly out of the gate, even though all men were never created equal and still aren't. One of the first lines was never true. So how pure of a country are we? But yeah, there's no, civil liberty is not a thing. It's not. Social libertarianism is not a thing. Libertarianism now is like Tim Pool and Dave Smith squawking about Rittenhouse and fucking, and they're literally afraid of Antifa and trying to play badass. Like, hey, tough guy, try me. You know, I've heard them say that multiple times on their shows. So that's what libertarianism now, and they worship Ron Paul and they're nothing like him, which is just completely insane to me. So yeah, that's just a fast track to boomerdom. But like libertarianism, like I get it. It's a part of who we are as Americans. It's, you know, individualism, freedom. It's a part of our lore. It's an allure from across the world. It's part of our folklore, but it's never rung very true for most people. And now even less so. And so you have, like I said, a deeply conservative movement that's centuries strong, taking this country in a direction to where we have 850 military bases across the planet. We're deeply religious, and even though we were not founded on Judeo-Christian principles, we were founded on Masonic principles, openly. It's this country just we believe in ghosts and demons, and people like Joseph Smith have historical prominence in this country and are taken seriously. And you know, Western cultism is fucking regressive and strange. It's it's puritanical. Like, I don't know how else to, I mean, it's very, very fucking weird. So now you have that culminating, and they have all these judges in place with Roe V Wade. So try not to get serious again. God damn it. This is all serious shit going on. Like, I don't know. It's just serious fucking shit, dude. Like, it's just insane. So you have, you know, these people that that are xenophobic, these people that are racist, they want you to not be able to get an abortion, even if you're raped. You know, we all know what Roe v. Wade is. We all know what it leads to. It leads to women losing rights in all types of ways, not just abortion. And they want you to have to keep your rape baby. They want you to have to keep, you know, it's just insane. These people are fucking insane because they'll gladly raise that kid, and as we all know, send them to war. They'll gladly let that kid grow up and shoot up a fucking school, you know, which ties into my first topic. There we go. That's how we make this funny. We have 2 recent school shootings, and they're trying to overturn Roe v. Wade. So the same people that are raising school shooters want you to not abort your kids, want their cousins and sisters and daughters to not be able to get abortions so they can raise more school shooters. That's funny. It's true. They want raise more school shooters, more schools, more guns, more school shooters. That's what these people want. That's what they want. And I say, fuck that, go the other way. I say abort all the babies so they don't grow up to be school shooters. You know that? You know how, like, what do they say? Like, ACAB, like, all cops are bastards, and like, what's that? It's, I've seen it spray painted during the Occupy protest and during the George Floyd shit. The first time I saw it was a long time ago, but it came back. I forgot about it, and it's funny, and kind of true if you think about it. But it's, God damn it. Kill a cop, save a life. Kill a cop, save a life. I say, kill a cop, save a life. How about abort a baby, save a dozen? How about that? I wish I had a laugh track, because that is funny. Seriously, abort all the kids. Fuck them, dude. Because you're a shit parent. You know, we've had 2 school shootings recently. One in Aurora, you probably didn't hear of, up here near me. A little south of me out here in Colorado. Yeah. We had that one. I think one person died maybe. And then you have the big one everyone's talking about where they're trying to make that kid look like he's 7 years old. That shot up a school after quoting Ozymandias and posting a picture of his gun on Instagram. I say, when are we going to start holding parents accountable? Side note, when the fuck are we going to like actually get to the root of this fucking issue and hold parents accountable? Because we're not going to get rid of guns. We're not going to get rid of gun culture. We're not going to get rid of this little vigilante homicide fantasies that every fucking virgin incel white kid has. The ones that, want to be cops and a lot of times are cops. That's just true, dude. I don't. At any ROTC fucking kid, you're gonna end up being Rittenhouse, or you're gonna be like my neighbor who went on Facebook and said somebody who had road rage, who followed somebody home, a little road rage incident that was posted about. He said that, hey, instead of going to your house, have them following you home, bring them to my house. I got plenty of guns, and I'll be your Huckleberry. We'll get a gladiator match going on in the driveway, which is fucking insane because it sounds like. And he's like, I have plenty of guns. We all have guns, faggot. The fuck? It's America and Colorado. It's a stand your ground state. It's a make my day state. We all got guns, player. You sound like you want to use them. I would never want to use any of my guns unless it's fucking hunting and, for food or fun. Food or targets. Like, just because it's fun to shoot. It's fun to shoot targets, and if I need to fucking eat. Other than that, I hope I never have to use them in my life. And I hope when my kids get them, they never have to use them. I hope when I'm gone, my wife never has to use it. But I have it because of people like you. I have it because of the people that want to become cops. I have it because you just didn't shoot up the school. And now you're walking around in your mid-20s, getting all... these homicidal fantasies of like being some sort of justified murderer. You're a bitch, bro. Go to war, ho. Go to war. You believe 9/11 was real? Go fight. Go kill some Muslims. We know you don't like them. Come on, man up. And then come back and try and overthrow, local school boards and run for office and shit. What the fuck is happening in this place, man? You look outside, it's 94 degrees here in Colorado today. It's December 4th. It's in a mild 94 degrees. It's your meteorologist checking in with KFOG 1050. Was that KFOG? I don't know. Benji, what channel was KFOG? You've never been to San Francisco, have you? You're a Colorado boy. You're just a Colorado boy. Little bastard. That's why he's locked in the house, so he doesn't shoot up school. I just don't, what the fuck is happening to this place, dude? And no one wants to talk about it. No one talks about it. It's I when I was recording earlier, I recorded a whole hour, and like I said, it got heavy, and I don't know how to not. I was mad, and I just ran with it because I knew I wasn't going to release it, and then I just leaned in to try and just, get it out of my system. But when I was scrolling through, and at one point I was trying to make a point that how, I was trying to see the recent school shootings. And dude, I went to the list. You just type in school shootings America list. And then there's a whole Wikipedia page, and they have it organized by century. Okay. That doesn't freak you the fuck out. So you go to the 21st century. Is that what we're in? 2021? And it took me so long, starting at the year 2000 to scroll to the two most recent shootings. And it's fucking horrific, dude. And no one wants to talk about it. Everyone's just like, oh man, it's just our culture. It's just, what can you do? We just got to arm the teachers. No, you don't even pay. My wife's a fucking teacher. This is why I got so mad in the last when I recorded earlier, and why I'm still talking about it. It's because it needs to be talked about, whether you're making jokes about it or not. But I get irritated because my wife is a teacher, and I worry very much. She's a high school teacher, and I don't want to see this shit happen, dude. Like, and it freaks me the fuck out. And people should just talk about it. This needs to be talked about. We need to, like I said, I don't know if it's a cultural thing, if it's just who we are. I don't know if it's Disney's fault, Grand Theft Auto's fault, Marvel's fault, Star Wars' fault. It's probably the government's fault for poisoning us and poisoning our minds for over 150 years. And, and like, look at A Christmas Story. Or, A Christmas Story. A Christmas Story is a beautiful story. It's just a funny fucking movie I've watched since I was a little kid and I've never questioned. But I watched it with my wife a few days ago, and I swear to fucking God, dude, it's all about owning guns, and he's just excited to kill people, and he has he has a ton of daydreams about doing it, and he beats the shit out of the bully, and then he shoots all the robbers that are coming into his house. He just guns them all down, and then they're all laying there in a pile of bodies, and it's one of the most beloved Christmas movies in American history. It's one of the most beloved Christmas stories in American history. And it's a sign of what we are. It's fucking insane. It's the fantasy of killing somebody, of taking someone out, of being the hero. And because the world is full of very peaceful people, because terrorism isn't very real unless you're, who I'm talking about, the radical right, like legitimately, like fascist right-wing people, unless that's who you are, terrorism usually isn't very prominent. It's very rare. It's not very common, not compared to how many people there are. I'm talking like per capita across the planet. Most human beings without media would be so peaceful. Most human beings, even with media, are very peaceful. So it's not just, in us to just, the world isn't this big dangerous place. So when you want to have justified killings, you're not going to run into that situation. The common man isn't going to run into that situation. The common person isn't going to run into that situation. So you have to create a situation like carrying your gun around, a la Kyle Rittenhouse. You have to walk around with a rifle in order to live out these fantasies. You have to follow a black kid in your truck with 3 rifles and lynch him in order to get blood on your lips. In order to taste blood in this country, no one's going to really test you, man. I lived in Oakland, California, and it's not scary at all. I've been to black neighborhoods and had guns pulled on me because it was in the middle of the night and I'm a white kid in a truck. One time, but for the most part, and I get it, with the world we live in, they're afraid of cops, and I look like a cop. So I'm either a cop or a narc. Maggie, are you all right? Jesus. So it's just not, the world's not big and scary, dude. The world, it's just not. So you have to create these situations because they're not just going to come about. It's so, I'm not against gun ownership. I'm against walking around with a rifle. I'm against flaunting it. I know when I keep my guns at home, that means I don't have to use them unless I'm at home. And that's where they're supposed to be used, to defend myself. Period. Point blank. That's all it is. That's what it's for. And I don't have anything automatic. It's, yeah, try not to be heavy here. It's just weird. People need to talk about it. And so what I say, instead of trying to get to the root of the issues, because that's not who I am, maybe let's just hold parents accountable. The people that want to overturn Roe V Wade and make you keep kids. Well, guess what, bitch? Now you're responsible for him. For when he does shit, we're going to hold you responsible. So then it'll maybe get you on top of his shit. Maybe it'll get you to look at his Instagram. Maybe it'll get you to check on him. You know what I mean? Maybe he won't grow up to go lynch a black kid. Maybe he won't grow up to go fucking try and join a militia with the FBI and the CIA and the ATF, and then they frame him. Abort your kids, you fucking bitch. Fucking god damn it, dude. So stupid. How are you going to overturn? Dude, the Nixon administration put Roe v. Wade in, didn't they? Like, this is settled, ho. It's just, man, black people got a little uppity with this George Floyd shit, and they're coming, man. They're coming with the overturning of the critical race theory. They're trying in my state at a grassroots level. These fucking people, dude. This fucking, and I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go to get away from it. I don't, you can't. What am I going to move to fucking, like a college, like school, like campus housing, student housing somewhere. Like find my own little, like, I don't want to deal with that. So I have to live among these people that want to just kill people. And it's strange, So anyways, you got the school shootings, and then you got that cop. So cops are back to popping off. Cops are, shooting shoplifters in wheelchairs. I don't know if you guys saw that fucking video. This is the most insane thing. One of the most insane things I've ever seen in my entire life, on the internet or otherwise. Cop just dumps 9 bullets into a shoplifter in a wheelchair that apparently had a knife, and then cuffed his dead body. Like, I truly do not know how in 2021 you are on the side of cops. Like, I understand why Joe Rogan is. I understand why Tom Segura is, and all these fucking rich people who go, no, man. Yeah, man. We need cops, Yeah, man. Like, you're afraid of cops because you actually have a million cars that can be stolen. You see Gucci and Prada and all these stores getting raided, deservedly so. Capitalism is beginning to decay and eat itself because techno-feudalism is kickstarted. So you see feudalism in action. This is early. We're only a few years into feudalism, and this is what you already see. You see mass shoplifting, and it's gonna get worse, and I hope it does, because this is the natural order of things. And so you have all these rich people saying we need cops, and it's just, you turn it on to be funny, and then they all just go, yeah, it's because they have rich shit to protect. The cops aren't going to protect me. And I live in kind of an affluent neighborhood, and they're still not going to protect me. It's just the only people you see telling you to lick the boot and to go to work and to shut your mouth and just do your job. And I don't understand. Get to work. Like, you hear all these people talk like this, and it's just like, it's because they want you to service them. They want you to clean their fucking boots. They want you to fucking bring them their food and fill up another martini. And they want you to fucking bring them their hot towel in first class and shut the fucking curtain. They want you to dim the lights. You know what I mean? They're the one. They want you to service them. So they want you at work on your best behavior because they didn't get rich to not be fucking serviced. That's what they were promised. They were promised, hey, I rough it out with you for a little while. Ha ha, he, ha ha. Yeah, I'm poor. I'm a narcissist. I'm going to do anything I can to, and step on anyone I can and burn any bridge I can to get money. And then they do, and they go, yep, I did it because fuck you. I want you to service me hand and foot with a smile on your face, please. Fuck you, man. That's all this is. When you listen to a comedian talk like this, and you listen to any celebrity talk like this, that's what they're saying in like their nice, charming little ways or funny little ways, is just like, get to work. They're teaching you to be a good little boy and good little girl. Fuck these people, man. Fuck, like, the system should die. It should die. It should die or be changed. It should be forced into a position of death or change. That's what the system should be. And it's just like, eventually we need to get back to the root of the Occupy movement. I'll say it until I'm blue in the face. The Occupy movement is the only movement in this country that can get things done. I think it's the only thing that has the most blanket universal help for all races, creeds, ethnicities, belief systems. I think all of us can benefit from a truly free society by turning on the 1% of our society. I believe that in my bone marrow. You can't convince me otherwise, because it's the reality. It's what happens when you zoom out in history. It's what always happened. And I know it'll be corrupted, but it has to happen. It has to be reset. It has to be reset. So, and then corrupt it again, sure, and then do it again. It's the natural order of things. This is the natural order of things. This is why the powers that be are detonating things like viruses and rolling them out like clockwork. Omicron, Delta, Corona, school shooting, Capitol riots. They're rolling them all out for the controlled demolition of the system that they rotted and pillaged and plundered. Like, it's all right there. It's all right there. It's all right there. If you just zoom out, take your feelings and what you want to be true out of it, and you just go, what does it look like? And that's what it is. That's what it looks like, what it is. Same thing with 9/11. You don't even got to get into why the beams were cut, obviously. You just watch it fall. Watch the planes hit. Watch it fall. Watch Tower 7 fall 6 hours later. And watch Rumsfeld walk around picking up trash on the lawn of the Pentagon. And then just tell me. And then look what happened with the Patriot Act and anthrax and all of it. Look at it all and just go, hey, does this all seem like it worked perfectly for rich people? Just swimmingly? We're over here like Ghislaine Maxwell, Ghislaine Maxwell, Jeffrey Epstein. Bitch, Leslie Wexner. That's the only name you should be talking about. The Leslie Wexner case with Ghislaine Maxwell. That's what it should be. He funded all that. And then start with him and work your way back. Go to the oligarchs. Like, I get not believing anything. I understand being a young Zoomer. If you're listening to this and you're young, I understand you're listening to me or you're listening to other people and all these opinions, and you're like, dude, everywhere I look, it's horrifying. Everywhere I look, the FBI is listening to me. The FBI is going to try and entrap me. The CIA is going to try and brainwash me and kill me. Like, everywhere I go, they're just listening. DARPA's listening. The NSA is listening. They're watching. I can see a little red light in my camera right now. It means it's on, which is weird. Hi. I'm looking at a camera right now. There's a red light. I've never seen it before. Very horrifying. Yeah, dude. It's just there. What are we gonna do? It's fucked. If you just zoom out and look, it's like, oh yeah, the rich people have pillaged and shat where they ate. Shit where they eat, shat where they ate, shoot where they oot. Like, we're in trouble, man. We're in big trouble. So yeah, cops are out of control. They're shooting shoplifters. What are you doing, dude? What are you doing? Unless he had a bazooka, what are you doing? What are we doing? Why is it like the militarization is just, gotta kill him. Like, it's just, oh my fucking God, dude. It's such bitch shit. It's such cuck shit. You killed someone for a Target gift card or what even was it? What the fuck did he even do? What did he even do? Like, dude, they arrest people that shoot at the president. Do you understand? Reagan was shot at by George H.W. Bush's buddy. They didn't even kill him. They tackled him. I think he's out. I think he's out of jail. And you're like, oh my God, they're stealing from a fucking King Supers. Yeah, kill a cop, save a life, abort a cop before they're born save a dozen. I just, this is, but yeah, overturn Roe V Wade. I don't know what happened to us. I do. I know exactly what happened to us, but I just don't know where we go with it. I don't know where we go with it, dude. This is just, it's fucking insane, man. Oh my God. I mean, I don't see how you could, really get stoked off the system and be excited to be a part of, capitalism as we call it. I don't see how you could be excited to go get a car payment. I don't see, how, like, you're like, oh man, have you seen the new Tesla? Like, well, you want a fucking car payment? If you're under 40 and you're not like Joe Rogan, or I know he's not under 40, but if you're not like on that level, if you're not on the level of like, if you're not one of the Chapo Trap House kids or like dudes or kids, I don't even know. I just know that they make a ton of money on Patreon. Or like, if you're not balling on TikTok, unless you're seriously balling, unless you're like truly balling, unless you're a Major League Baseball player, you should not own a brand new car. If you make under $500,000 a year and you buy a new car, you're retarded. I'm dead serious. You should have used cars that you pay for in cash. If you have a car payment, you're retarded. Point blank. I believe that. I don't see how you could like defend the system and then want a car payment when I've never had a car payment and I'm 33 and I own a house, me and my wife, no cosigner, no one helped us, our own cash, no one. And I know it's like, oh, live frugally. That's not possible. It really kind of is, actually. I have an 18-year-old car. She has a 17-year-old car. You're 27 and you're having your second car payment. You're a fucking idiot. Like, I don't see how you could be stoked. Like, unless you're Jay Leno or like Jerry Seinfeld and his picking up his girlfriend from high school, because he used to do that, by the way. Google it. And you have unless you're on that level, dude, you shouldn't have these cars. It's insane. There's so many cars out there, so many used cars out there. There's like fucking, I don't even want to look up the numbers, but I know there's more cars than people. There's probably like 5 times as many cars as there are people in the United States, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna buy a brand new car because that commercial told me to. It's just, I don't see how anyone could possibly fucking buy a car nowadays. Unless you're stupid rich. And I'm trying to think like TikTok people, I don't know how much they make. So I hesitate to even say TikTok rich. So you know what? Unless you're influencer rich, let's start there. You shouldn't have a car payment. You're an idiot. You should have bought a house. And I know it costs money, and yeah, trust me, owning a house sucks. It costs a lot of money. But trust me, it's better than owning your stupid car, because you're going to sell that car in about 10 years, and me and my wife are going to buy it for about 10% what you paid for it. Fucking idiot. I really don't. Go ahead, good luck. Good luck, dude. I see young people with fucking brand new cars all the time. And I'm just like, dude, you're good. Another one. I don't know. How you could be that into consumerism that you bought a brand new car is crazy to me. I hesitate buying brand new shoes. I had to buy a pair of brand new shoes. Who buys used shoes? I buy only since my whole life, I've only bought 1 or 2 pairs of shoes a year. And this year, I had to wait till Cyber Monday to buy my shoes because they were $87. And I was like, I'm not paying this. I'll pay $60. Like, I can't justify it. I can't even justify cutting my hair more than 5 times a year, 6 times a year. It's fucking crazy expensive. I can't justify. I have an iPhone 8 and it's my first iPhone. I had a flip phone until I was 26. You know, like I don't know, man. I'm not better than you, but I'm just like, it's just, I am better than you, but I don't see how these are easy things. I'm just kidding. I'm not better than anybody. You can't be wasteful, man. I don't see how you could be wasteful. I just see so many people with new cars, and it's just fucking weird to me. It's just strange. You don't need anything more than a beater or a scraper or a hoopty, you know? Like, get a good scraper, man. I had a 94 Lincoln Town Car. I used to live in it. I had an 83 Ford F100. I had a 91 Geo Prism. I had a 95 Toyota Tercel. I had a 2004 Ford Focus, which was like, wow, I got a new car. Oh, it was the newest car I'd ever owned. And then I had a 2005 Chevy Cobalt. And now I have a 2004 Honda Civic. And I think my wife drives a 05 Highlander. Yeah. And I've had more cars than that, I think. Because I've had cars for like a little. And then you blow them out and you get another one. I think I only had a license for 2 of them. Oh, I had a 93 Bronco. It was my favorite car I ever owned. Oh, it was dope, dude. I had to sell it to pay my rent, though. Sucks. Some things, you grow up and you're like, damn, I shouldn't have done that. But you're like, whatever. Who cares? Somebody got a cool Bronco out of it, Yeah, man, somebody got a cool Bronco, man. What did I just see? Okay, so someone mentioned American Sniper. Someone at work, we were talking. This is 2 people I see at work that always talk politics. And one of them brought up his name, the American Sniper guy. What's his name? I think I have it over here. Chris Kyle. And I fucking just super memory hold me because I forgot all about that dude. And he got murdered. I forgot all about this guy. I forgot about him going, like, saying he knocked out Jesse Ventura. And, like, which is, like, what? Like, yeah, man, he said that we deserve to die over there. We deserve to lose brothers in the war. Like, that guy was so fucking full of shit. And, yeah, someone mentioned him, and it just memory hold me, and I was like, wait, like, I looked into his murder, and I was like, okay, he was trying to, this crazed Marine, they were taking him to gun range, and he said they weren't talking to him in the truck, and I guess he was trying to help him, because he was like he had PTSD or something, by taking him to the gun range, even though he's schizophrenic, and then, I never really, like, looked into it, and then, so I kind of looked into it. There's nothing really there. And I was just like, oh, okay. Lunatic shot him, right? And then I forgot. Because I didn't really, when he died, I didn't care how, because I didn't like him. I was like, fuck Chris Kyle, dude. Like, fuck the American Sniper guy. Like, how can you brag about killing 150 people and then be revered as a hero? It's just insane to me. Because they all weren't militant. Even if it's true he killed 150 people, confirmed kills in combat, it's fucking insane, dude. That is such a fucking bizarre thing to want to be remembered for. You would think you'd want to be quiet about that, and you'd be ashamed. It'd be hard for you to live with. If it was, that's how I know it's not true. That guy's like the Dan Blazarian of the military. I don't know if that's ever been said before, but I might fire that off as a tweet. I'm going to fire that off right now. That was fire. Just came to me. The muse is working through me, man. Chris Kyle is the Dan Blazarian of the Marine Corps. I wonder who I just tagged out in that. Should I have said armed forces? Did I just open myself up? Oh my god, dude. Oh, fuck off. I just got this fucking guy. Listen to this fucking stupid shit. I'm just looking at a mention I have. Jesus Christ, we're going to go through my Twitter. Here we go. All right. How do I get to it? As long as I've been on Twitter. There we go. All right. So someone was talking about crypto and blockchain, right? Glenn Greenwald posted something about, is it a liberation or a hoax? And he had somebody on. Like, is this liberation from the Fed? Is this liberation from the economic system? And someone commented, this guy's name is What Would Jesus Do? Crypto is uniquely useful to the left, and then in parentheses he puts, and not the right, because it uniquely diffuses power in modern global capitalism. No other technology comes close in having the potential to democratize economics and bring the common person actual economic autonomy and real economic stake. And I was just like, dude, nothing you just said made any sense. Like, the fuck are you talking about, dude? These fucking people, crypto is a LARP. And take this from somebody who owns one of the little ones. This shit is a LARP. This shit is a fucking bubble. This shit is a scam, dude. The fact that anyone thinks for 1 second that this is going to liberate them from the grips of the Federal Reserve and capitalism, like, you're out of your fucking mind. You're out of your fucking mind. Unless your name's like Francis Haugen, that fucking quote unquote whistleblower. Do do do, blow the whistle. Do do do, blow the whistle. Do do do. The only whistleblower I know that wasn't full of shit was locked under the Pentagon until she literally came out and changed her fucking gender. So if Frances Haugen was a real whistleblower, she would have been locked under the Pentagon too until she came out and changed her name to Francisco. But no, she goes on this, this media blitz and is like, oh, I'm living in Puerto Rico off of my crypto gains. And it's like, unless you're that, crypto is a LARP. Like, it's a bubble. They know it's a bubble. They're in on it now. They're trying to profit as much as they can now and pay as little taxes as they can on it now before the bubble bursts, because it's fake. I know money's fake. Don't go to start trying to school me on fiat currencies here. I know Zoomers get triggered and millennials get triggered when you say crypto's a LARP, but it's a LARP, dude. It's a scam and a LARP. It is not currency. It is at best, a digital aristocratic casino, just like the New York Stock Exchange. That's at best what you get out of it. To pretend like you're going to be able to trade it like currency is fucking bizarre. It's so stupid. Or to act like it's not going to be controlled by the government, man. The man's not going to be involved, man. It was created by some dude who no one even knows, man. Satoshi, man. Like, dude, the internet was created by the Department of Defense. So you don't think they have a backdoor into any of your little secret little digital monies? You're fucking so stupid. And people acting like it's not traceable. It is entirely traceable. Entirely traceable. There's a fucking digital imprint of every transaction. And I know you could throw it into altcoins and throw it back and all this shit, but it's like there's no autonomy. It's not going to liberate you. It's not going to provide you economic liberation, or like, what the fuck? Like, this is just bullshit. Just this word salad garbage, gobbledygook, and no one can question it because you just don't understand, boomer. What are you, a Republican? Like, it's just the dumbest fucking shit, bro. I can't get on any side with anybody. There's no savior here. I think I said it earlier. It's 94 degrees outside here in Colorado. And on December 4th, you're fucked. We're all fucked, buddy. Make some money now. Like, trust me, I have one in case all your little projections come out and it's some sort of reserve currency and it replaces gold and blah, 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 blah. I've heard all the arguments. It's going to cap at 500,000 a coin. It's a finite amount. There's only so many. And do. I have them in case you're right. I don't believe you, but I own some. But I don't believe you. I think you're full of shit. I don't think technology is going to save us. I think technology is going to enslave us. I think they're going to use technology to enslave us 100%. Nothing digital is untraceable. Nothing digital is, it all leaves a footprint. It's just, I don't believe that for a second. I really don't believe it for a second that anything is, there's no free lunch, dude. Like, I don't think there's a such thing as an intellectual dark web. I don't think this fake anti-establishment fucking bullshit is real. It's not real, dude. Like I said, the only movement that's real, I don't know if I said it on the other one or this one, because I've been talking for about 2 hours at this point. The Occupy movement is the only movement that's ever been real and is ever, like I said, a good umbrella to build upon, because everything else is bullshit. There are no aristocrats and autocrats and oligarchs on your side. There are no billionaires on our side. There are none. Zero, zip, zilch. None. The economy is collapsing. They're going to demolish it in their way to where it funnels to them. It's not like when everybody goes, they stole our jobs and sent them to China. They stole them. No, they didn't. Henry Kissinger and Richard Nixon and the United States government and the capital oligarchs, the political elite, after Mao died in 1976, for a couple years was going there. Kissinger was going there in secret and establishing private connections, and convincing the 8 families there, which you've probably, never heard of, to continue to pose as a communist party, but they were going to sell themselves out. They were going to shake the hands with the devil and enrich themselves and entrench their power forever. And then they could be communist in name or in social practice or whatever, but at the end of the day, it's money time, baby. So America went over to the United States government, your daddy, your worship, you're proud to be an American. I pledge allegiance. You better say the Pledge of Allegiance, you fucking faggot. You better stand up. That government went to China and was like, hey, we're going to start sending private industry over here. You want to open these economic sanctions and floodgates? You want to do business in America? And they went to the American, probably at fucking Bohemian Grove or some think tank or some little fucking corporate meetup, some, power elite meetup. And they were like, hey, it's a new world. It's a new world, boys. We're going to open it up with China and start making some money. And we're going to offshore all of our labor to China. And we're going to invest heavily into our companies because our profits are going to soar because our labor is going to go down. So that's going to go into the black. All that money that ain't going to go into labor is going to go into the black. So these companies are going to swell. You're going to swell to conglomerate sizes. And then we're going to build China's economy and invest in Chinese companies and states and state-run companies or whatever they got going on over there. We're investing in all of it. So they told them all, hey, put your money here. And so they got rich on both ends. It was the controlled buildup. So China being this big, scary, oh my God, they control John Cena. Like, they work hand in glove with the United States government. They always have. We built them to the economic superpower that they are. And in turn, they keep their military at home. We have 800 bases all across the planet. They have 4. It seems to me like a symbiotic relationship. It's an economic partnership. And everyone's gonna, everyone wants to act like Chinese stole it. And it's like, no, man, this was designed. This is all designed. So the demolition of the economy and the collapse of the dollar and the new cyber attacks that are gonna come and all this bullshit, all this fake bullshit. It's gonna be a blitz on the dollar. And it's gonna look organic. Probably won't, because nothing looks organic anymore. It's all obvious. It's all so obvious, dude. You watch the Capitol riots and just watch it all and tell me that was not allowed to happen. Your brain's off. Your brain is completely off. You've never seen footage of an inauguration. You've never seen footage of any other riots in the Capitol, any other movements at the Capitol, any other demonstrations at the Capitol. You have any idea the level of security that goes on in the District of Columbia? And for that to be allowed to happen and to say that it was organic, your brain is off. You've turned it off and you've handed it over to the algorithm or whoever. I don't even know. The powers that be, the political elite, whatever. To daddy algorithm. I like that. Daddy algorithm. Who's probably watching me through my webcam right now. It's still red. Hi, daddy algorithm. Is it like the South Park episode where Bezos is just listening to me? Is he saying my name? Unfulfilled. I recently got into South Park in the last few months. I didn't watch it for years and years and years. Unless somebody was like, you have to watch this episode. Like the one where I saw Stan's dad where he like gives himself cancer to get weed. Like that one was like, everyone was like, you have to watch it. I haven't watched very many, but I did start watching it because I have HBO and there's nothing to fucking watch anymore. And it's like, so you just turn it on. And then I did watch the pandemic special. That's what made me want to watch it, because that was really funny with Cartman with his 6-foot pole and not wanting to go back to school. So I was like, okay, I'll throw it on. And the Amazon episode, man, they missed the mark a lot on a lot of shit. Obviously, no one's gonna hit the mark every time, but when they, every now and then they hit the mark, and you're like, oh, that's really funny. The Amazon episode was really funny. Oh, what am I even talking about? I'm talking about South Park. Jesus Christ. I literally watched it in 98, 99 when I was a little kid, when I was like 10 years old, 11 years old. And I would stay up late at night and watch it on channel 63 in the Bay Area. Maybe channel 73. It's Comedy Central, channel 73. And I'd stay up late at night and watch it, like really low on like 4, And I have a Cartman mask, the original Cartman Halloween mask from 1998. But I didn't watch it for years and years and years. But I just got back into it. It is funny. There's a reason why it's still on TV. It's like It's Always Sunny. Like it's one of those things you can tune in, tune out. You don't have to pick it up, but anytime you do, and you're like, oh, I see why it's still on. Solid fucking shows. What was I talking about? Chris Kyle. Unfulfilled. Chris Kyle, man. Remember when the processional for his funeral, and they had all the people crying with American flags, just crying like, look at him go, look at that murderer go, a hero. I say this as the 8th great grandson of an original Marine, a Revolutionary war fighter, an American revolutionary. That guy is not a hero for killing 150 people, if he even did that. Fucking Dan Blazarian bitch. He got what, you live by the sword, you die by the sword, brother. It's kind of fitting that you could brag about killing all these people and you end up shot. It's like, you say what you want, and I don't know how that's not a little bit of like poetic justice in like a weird way. I don't know why I feel bad. Fuck Chris Kyle, fucking faggot. You guy's a cuck, a liar. Jesse Ventura would have beat the shit out of him. Dude, the motherfucker would have fucking wrecked Chris Kyle. Fucking lying sack of shit. Oh man, remember when Jesse Ventura was on Opie and Anthony? And Jim Norton was like, there's no way it was an inside job. I should watch that video. I haven't seen it in years. What the fuck happened? What a terrible, terrible, terrible radio show. That's why we have school shooters. I blame Opie and Anthony. It's them. They're horrible, horrible comedy. That awful New York xenophobic, retarded fucking comedy. The fucking make homeless people eat shit comedy. You know? Remember Howard Stern on the morning of 9/11 was like, we should nuke Palestine, blow them off the face of the earth. Like, fucking, goddamn. I went to New York and I was there 10 minutes and I looked at my wife and was like, these people are backwoods fucking hillbillies. Like, all of it. You could just, within seconds, you could just tell. Like, I don't know how I don't know who the coastal elites are, but they're not in Manhattan. Fucking animals, dude. I was there at 2 layovers, and I was like, what the fuck is going on, man? These people are fucking animals, dude. They're heathens. They really are. It's like they really are like Carl from Aqua Teen, who's one of the greatest characters ever made, period. So funny. They really are like that. I always thought it was like an over the top caricature, and then you realize, like, no, that's just how these people fucking are. You hear them. Holy shit, dude. Oh, I'm gonna go watch some Carl videos, and then I'm gonna watch the I just remember Jesse Ventura. He wanted to kill Jim Norton because Jim Norton doesn't let anybody get a word in, and he just shrieks, he just squawks like a little penguin. Like, I just remember him saying, like, you think that people fake their voices? And I remember, I don't know, Ventura, like, he shut down after that because he never said that. He was like, no, man, I never just, he just gave in and then walked away. Because it's just like, dude, yeah, sure, the people on the plane were real, but what the fuck are you talking about? Just, oh my God. Incredible. And then I do remember, like, the funniest thing about it is because he boldly exclaims with pride that he doesn't read and he watches television. And he's like, I get my information. They tell it right to me. Like, that's why we have school shooters, because those type of people are raising children. They're all raising kids. So yeah, when your kid shoots up the school, you should be held accountable. You should go to prison. You shouldn't raise a school shooter. Or you shouldn't have voted to overturn Roe V Wade, and you should have aborted it before it grew up to be a cop, be a cop and kill people in wheelchairs or shoot up schools. So I don't know what the fuck we're doing overturn Roe v. Wade when we need to get rid of as many people as we fucking possible. Oh man, I don't want a puritanical world. I don't like it as much as I don't like the faux wokeism. Everybody harped up on language, but not actually squawking about it on stolen cobalt and lithium. Congolese children died to get your phone for you to squawk about what word somebody used or what pronoun somebody used. So it's like, it's all fake. So I don't like that either, but I also don't like puritanical. I don't want to go puritanical here. Yeah. I saw Roe v. Wade trending and this morning, and I was like, what? So I guess I'm not a woman. I'm not privy to this shit. I couldn't believe it. This shit's back on the chopping block. I guess I could believe it. But here we are, man. 150 years into a far right-wing push. Where's it all going to go? Benji, where's it going to go? You got anything to say? You keep running and pretending to hear people and no one's here. There might be people playing outside because it's summertime here in Colorado. Summertime for Christmas. Fucking damn. I want a white Christmas, man. That's why I moved to Colorado. For it to snow on Christmas. It actually was one of the things I was stoked about when I moved here 8 years ago. I was like, fuck. Yeah, dude. I'm from California. We don't have snow on Christmases. We went to Tahoe one time. The day after Christmas. But yeah. Hope I get a white Christmas this year. What's the date today? Am I going to record more before Christmas? Yeah, I'll get a few more in. Cool. I was going to say, have a Merry Christmas. It doesn't feel like Christmas. It doesn't feel like Christmas. It doesn't feel like Christmas at all. Well, all right. I'm going to go.